Something about the name Jesus. Something about the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. Some people say I'm crazy, but yeah, I can't explain. Hey, the joy that I feel, yeah, when I call His name, yeah. Said it's just like power, shut up in my bones, yeah. There's something about the Holy Ghost, Pastor. It just won't leave me alone. Something about that name. Something about the name Jesus. Something about the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name. Oh, I know. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. Oh, how I love the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. I know. I know. It is the sweetest name I know. Man started to shape and pattern my voice after R&B group, especially KC of Jodeci.
Oh, yeah.
Also Cisco of Drew Hill.
Yeah.
You know, Jagged Edge, Profile.
Woo.
You know.
Well, you going way back. You about to
Yeah,
tell your
I'm
age
dating
now. You
myself.
about to tell your age, shoot.
Began to, you know, form groups, and out of that group, you know, we were blessed right out of high school to get with a management company.
Wow.
You know, that management company was a real blessing to me because I knew nothing about the music industry. I just knew I could sing.
Wow.
And got the opportunity, man, through the blessing of that management company, man, to audition for people like Andre Harrell, Rushion McDonald, Capitol Records. Was blessed to open up for Maya, Dave Hollister, Drew Hill, met Jay-Z and Dame Dash before that that record label really took off.
Wow.
And you know, it was always that one person would say, you know, hey, the group is good. That guy there, that's your star. Does he want to go solo? You know, me coming up with the parents that I did, I was always loyal.
Yeah.
You know, because these guys are taking, you know, money out of their families' pockets and out of food out of their families to help, you know, go into the studio and record.
Yes.
You know, and I was always loyal. So it was a lot of opportunities that I passed up.
Wow.
Because, you know, these guys were my brothers. I mean, we came up through high school and college together. You know, and we got an opportunity to perform at an R&B music conference in New York while we were shopping for a record deal.
Wow.
And at that time, you know, we actually was shot a record deal, or shot a record contract, and the night we were supposed to go back to the next morning to talk it over with the lawyer. It's like that night, just laying there listening to music. I had received a CD at the music conference. Didn't know that CD would be, God would use that very thing. Music pulled me out of the church, but God would use that very thing to pull me back to Him.
Wow.
You know, it was a song by Brian McKnight, B.B. Winans, and Joe called Coming Back Home.
Wow.
And man, just laying there on the floor of that hotel, I mean, I'm crying and I didn't know why.
Wow.
Because the words just resonated to my heart, you know.
Wow.
I'm coming back home, home where I know love is waiting for me. Wow. I've been gone much too long. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Wow.
So I'm coming back home, you know. And I mean, I found myself maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, left the hotel, just walking the streets.
What's up, family? This your girl, Dr. Yo. I'm so excited because Break Free Release is expanding. We have another entity called Uniqueness in You Broadcasting Mentorship Class. I know you're probably saying, what is uniqueness in you? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is designed for you. If you want to be your own radio and TV personality, this is the class that you want to attend. We offer personality training. There is mock interview training. Oh, it's so much that we have to offer, but you need to be in the place. Listen, for further information, you can visit the website or you can call our office number. Listen, there is uniqueness in you. I want to see you there. You are unique. And today on Break Free TV, I will be talking to Linton Wings, Richard Hollis, and Pastor James Ross about the one thing outside of God that makes the world go around. Music and its importance in the world and the church. I am overly excited about today's show, so I want you to sit back, relax, and get ready to break free. Hello, I am Dr. Yo. Have you ever been to the place that you struggle in ministry, or you struggle in your personal life, or even as a business person to balance between all three, or so many things, even being a family person? Wow, God through experience has allowed me to write a book. It is Behind the Mask, the struggle between balancing your personal life and your ministry life. If you want to obtain a copy of this book, you can visit the website or you can call our office number. I guarantee that after reading this book, it will bless your life. You can remove the mask off of your face from everything that you have hidden behind in your struggles to balance. Well, thank you for tuning in to Break Free TV. I am Dr. Yo, and today on Break Free TV, I will be talking to my brother Richard Hollis. We will learn about the man behind the music. Oh my goodness. Well, who do we have in the building on today? The Richard Hollis. All right, tell
First and foremost, a sinner saved by grace. Thankful for the opportunity to be here, live life, breathe another day. Also thankful for the opportunity to be here with you, Dr. Yo, Break Free TV. Husband, father, husband of 18 years.
wow.
Father of 21, daughter just turned 21 years old. Singer, songwriter, recording artist, award-winning recording artist, record producer. I'm just trying to do right by what God has given me, maybe steward of.
Oh wow. Oh, you know, I be rolling, you know, that new song you got out, what's that, A New Day?
It's a new day.
Yeah, it's a new day. You know, I before I came to the TV, I was like, let me put my jams on, you know, so I can go on and ride and roll, you know. Your music is inspiring to so many. I know it's touched my life. I still, you know, I had the first poster, you know, on the wall. What was that? Was that the Bright Day?
The Brand New Start?
The Brand New Start. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. And so that's amazing to see where you were then and where you are now. How God is using you to make an even greater impact. Because I'm watching the growth of what God has done through your music. So how did your life in music, in the music industry begin?
Well, life in music began for me, you know, at my father's church, PK, son of a Pentecostal preacher, Kojic. And as you know, the kids end up being the choir, you know. So, you know, I had my brothers on the instruments, and my sisters were the choir, and just fell in love with music from just seeing the emotion and the atmosphere that it evoked around the church. And began singing in church, picked up the drums maybe about 5 or 6 years old. Transitioned over a little bit into keyboards, on and off with that. And then about middle school, I found out that, you know, the ladies let me know I kind of have a little voice. And, you know, that's kind of where the trouble started.
Wow.
Just, you know, transparency, you know.
Hey, ain't nothing wrong with that. We have to be, look, this Break Free TV, we keep it
Yeah.
100 over here.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah, don't have your transparent moment. They need to know you real.
So then began at middle school, I began, you know, most of my siblings are maybe 8 to 10 years older than me. So when I came along middle school, they were already out of the house. So leaving my parents' house, going to spend time with them, I was able to, you know, take in their music,
Wow.
take in the Bobby Browns and the Donny Hathaways and the Sam Cookes and the Isley Brothers and,
Ooh,
you know,
Lord have mercy.
different groups like that, you know, and began to start listening to R&B music, and that music began to start coming a part of me. I mean, you know, it's what I shaped my voice, is what I practice with.
Wow.
And going into transitioning from middle school to high school, there was this group that came out by the name of Jodeci. And man, one night laying up in my room, I seen those guys on Showtime at Apollo. And man, just to see those guys transition from the church and take everything that they had learned in church
Wow.
and pour it. Now this is before the music got raunchy and sexual.
Oh yeah,
This is when they were singing straight love music and
Yeah.
love ballads, you know, like The Stay.
yeah. I used to like that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you just be bouncing. Yeah, I know about
Yeah,
that.
everybody knew what that was.
Yeah.
Don't talk, just listen.
Ah,
It came
wait a minute.
Yeah.
Lord have mercy. All
took it
right,
back a
Mr.
bit.
Shirt. Ooh, Jesus. Help me, Lord. Have mercy. Well, when you got a husband, you know,
Hey, you know, it's all
you
good.
don't want to hear Amazing Grace. You may want to hear Little Eyes and Brothers.
You gotta set
I
the
just
mood.
throw that for free for the married people.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
ooh, Lord, yep, I feel something. All right, baby. Go ahead.
Yeah, so you know,
That's for Mr. Sherman. He got Miss Hollis.
Yeah.
So, you know, all right, go ahead.
yeah. Fell in love with R&B, man. And man, started to shape and pattern my voice after R&B grew, especially KC of Jodeci.
Oh, yeah.
Also Cisco of Drew Hill.
Yeah.
You know, Jagged Edge, Profile.
Woo.
You know.
Boy,
began
you
to-
going way
Yeah,
back. You got to tell
yeah, I'm
your age
dating
now. You
myself,
got to tell
yeah.
your age. Shoot.
Began to, you know, form groups, and out of that group, you know, we were blessed right out of high school to get with a management company.
Wow.
And, you know, that management company was a real blessing to me, because I knew nothing about the music industry. I just knew I could sing,
Wow.
and got the opportunity, man, through the blessing of that management company,
Wow.
man, to audition for people like Andre Harrell,
Wow.
Rushion McDonald, Capitol
Wow.
Records. Was blessed to open up for Maya,
Wow.
Dave Hollister, Drew Hill.
Wow.
Met Jay-Z and Dame Dash before that,
Yeah.
that record label
Yeah.
really took off.
Wow.
And you know, it was always that one person would say, you know, hey, the group is good. That guy there, that's your star. Does he want to
Yeah.
go solo? You know,
Wow.
me coming up with the parents that I did, I was always loyal.
Yeah.
You know, because these guys are taking, you know, money out of their families' pockets and food out of their families to help, you know, go into the studio and record.
Yes.
You know, and I was always loyal. So it was a lot of opportunities that I passed up.
Wow.
Because, you know, these guys were my brothers. I mean, we
It
came
says a
up
lot
through
about
high
your
school
character.
and college together,
Yeah.
you know, and we got an opportunity to perform at a R&B music conference in New York while we were shopping for a record deal.
Wow.
And at that time, you know, we actually was shot a record deal, or shot a record contract, and the night we were supposed to go back to the next morning to talk it over with the lawyer, it's like that night just laying there listening to music. I had received a CD at the music conference. Didn't know that CD God would use that very thing. Music pulled me out of the church, but God would use that very thing to pull me back to Him.
Wow.
You know, it was a song by Brian McKnight, B.B. Winans, and Joe, called "Coming Back Home."
Wow.
And man, just laying there on the floor of that hotel, I mean, I'm crying and I didn't know why,
Wow.
because the words just resonated to my heart. You know,
Wow.
I'm coming back home, home where I know love is waiting for me.
Wow.
I've been gone much too long. This is where I'm supposed to be.
Wow.
So I'm coming back home. you know. And I mean, I found myself maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the morning, left the hotel, just walking the streets of New York with those headphones in my ears, shirt just soaking wet.
Wow.
And I'm crying, I didn't know why. I pick up the cell phone, and my fiance at the time,
Wow.
my wife Gladys now, picked up the phone on the first ring.
Wow.
And you know, I didn't know that at the time all that was going on, her and my parents were back here in Houston on the phone praying. My dad just called out
In
the
life,
blue.
we experience an abundance of issues, in which calls for guidance and counsel. At Break Free, we're here to help you overcome those obstacles and provide you direction to the path of success. At Break Free Ministries Counseling Program, we offer support in various areas such as marriage and family, grief, career, and many others. You can come out of your maze of confusion. To schedule an appointment, please call our office at 832-263-8759.
Oh, Jesus.
Called out the blue and said, hey, we need to pray.
Oh, wow.
You know, so it's just a blessing. You know, my testimony has been, you know, God helped me, blessed me to see what was on the other side.
Wow.
And what could be attainable with the gift that he gave me.
My God.
But he also let me know that the gift wasn't for that purpose, for me to serve my own ill-gotten gain.
Wow.
You know, the pride, the women. You know, God checked me at a time when I was very prideful.
Wow.
You know, because I was hearing all these accolades and hearing all these, oh man, you can be the next such and such.
Wow.
You know, but God, you know, really checked me and pulled me in the collar through music.
Wow.
And showed me, hey man, look, this is your talent. This is your gift and your talent that I gave you. But just as much as I gave it to you, I can take it from you.
Wow.
You know? So since then, I've been on this journey, gospel inspiration, urban music.
Wow. I mean, it's so amazing because, like I say, I have your other CD. That one was, I think the song was Jesus Saves.
Jesus Saves.
Boy, I had wore that song out, so you know I know what I'm talking about. And just listening to your music and even the music that God has placed in you now, you know, I'm listening, but it has so much volume of a message to the music. And it's a blessing to so many. Do you feel that the music of today will stand the test of time?
Well, it depends on what you're talking about when you say the music of today. I mean, there are some artists out there that don't get the radio, you know, spins or the exposure. You know, then there's some artists that we hear on the radio, one song 4 times an hour, that has no substance, and all they talking about is popping mollies and popping pills and drink and just turning up. You know, no, that music will not stand the test of time. You know, I believe that when life hits, those same songs that we fell in love with, and those same songs that brought us through and carried us over, you know, those hymns, you know, those traditional songs. You know, we reach back to those when we go through those troubled waters, when we go through those tests and trials. You know, but a lot of the contemporary stuff, you know, it helps. But you know, when you need those old standards, when you're going through, that's what pulls you through.
What do you think about, I've always wondered, like, with, you know, songs like Amazing Grace, you know, the old hymns, what is your take when you see them transitioning to like a up-tempo or away from, you know, when it was originally recorded? What is your take on that?
Well, I'm all for, you know, uniqueness and originality. I mean, you can take someone else's song and put a spin on it to your voice and your style. You know, the biggest thing is, I believe, it's the God allows us. His word doesn't change, but His methods does. You know, what pulled us in the church maybe 10, 20 years ago, it's not going to reach the young people today because they have their vision is a little different. You know, so you may have to take that same message and put it to a hip-hop track or put it to a contemporary track. The thing is, the bait that you use, you know, you catch them. Christ and the Word cleans them.
Wow. I mean, that's just so profound to me because I hear sometimes people get judgmental, like if you take the songs and put them into a more up-tempo that can reach a mass of people instead of just one set audience. And it's like we have to, be able to go into the world and compel them
Definitely.
to come to Christ. We
Definitely.
can't work. I still love Amazing Grace the old way, and if somebody sing it the new way,
Right.
I mean, it's the words, it's the content of it, and I just think that we need to come out of the box
Definitely.
to reach the souls, because at the end of the day, when it comes to gospel music, and thank God you've been on both sides, so you know what brought you back in, and that's an awesome testimony that you're sharing with the people, because it may be some other person out there who's caught between the crossroads of being in secular, and their roots is God. But even in that, God is still using
Right.
you to impact many, and you're still able to do what you enjoy doing. Oh my God, this has been an awesome show. So many people will be blessed and impacted by your music and the things. I believe in my heart of hearts that you are leaving a legacy. Your music is a legacy that will change generation to generation. Stay tuned. We had Richard Hollis on this week, and so stay tuned, because next week we will have Pastor James Ross on Breakthrough TV. It's your girl, Dr. Yo. Listen, until next time. Oh, the website. Can you give them your website information and how they can get in contact with you?
Yes, my website is www.imrichardhollis.com. Also, all the booking information, and also you can there are links on there that you can take you to all the music, so you can get a chance to experience Richard Hollis music on iTunes, on CD Baby, on Amazon, on Spotify, iHeart. God has just opened up the door, and it's just been a blessing. So I hope you take the opportunity to listen and also experience it. And I hope that you hear Christ and what God has given me to do.
Wow, that's our time on this episode. The man behind the music, Richard Hollis. Stay tuned. Next week, Pastor Ross, you don't want to miss. I'm excited. Stay tuned. Family, this your girl, Dr. Yo. I'm so excited because Break Free Release is expanding. We have another entity called Uniqueness in You Broadcasting Mentorship Class. I know you're probably saying, what is uniqueness in you? Well, I'm glad you asked. This is designed for you. If you want to be your own radio and TV personality, this is the class that you want to attend. We offer personality training. There is mock interview training. Oh, it's so much that we have to offer, but you need to be in the place. Listen, for further information, you can visit the website or you can call our office number. Listen, there is uniqueness in you. I want to see you there. You are unique.
Call it the evolution of real.
Wow.
The evolution is my transfer, it's my retransformation.
Wow.
And I started out just trying to do fun music because our congregation is so young. So I started out doing fun music using some of the sayings that I say at church.
Wow.
And God just totally transformed it into something totally different and new. And if you're doing the same thing that everybody else is doing,
Wow.
the probability that it will manifest into the success that you want it to is probably slim to none, because that soup has already been served.
Wow.
So when God gives you something new and authentic to do, just do it. I don't care how crazy it sounds. I don't care how different it is from the mainstream. There is nobody. If you think years back, Kirk Franklin was doing music, and we were like, oh, where they do that at? But now we back into it.
Wow.
And so if you just do what God calls you to do and be your authentic best,
Wow.
just like we're praying for Break Free TV, God's going to call Dr. Yo to do some amazing things, but he's going to call her to do some amazing things in accordance to his will.
Wow.
And he knows who you are.
Wow.
He knows who you are.
Wow.
He knows that when you step in the building, it's going to be loud and proud, and it's going to be big brother, big sister. I think that's your tagline, hey, big
Wow.
brothers and big sisters.
Wow. Wow.
And just to be your authentic, real self, because I think that's what the world is looking for, and that's what they're missing right now.
Wow.
Real, authentic saints of God.
Wow. I mean, you know, like I say, your music, I know the song Breakthrough, I remember listening to it and I was like, wow, so many people are being blessed by it, because when it talks about you may have different challenges and you may face different things in life, and God will give you, you know, your breakthrough. And then I'm excited about the release of your new music, because this music here has a different twist to it.
It has a different twist. I'm getting, last time I had an executive producer. This time, I am my own executive producer. Last time I partnered up with another ministry, and I had to do it, you know, when you're in Rome, you gotta do what the Romans do. This time I partnered with God, and that's my executive producer.
Wow.
His will, his bill.
Wow.
And so he's been feeding me the authentic way he wants me to do it, and I'm going to do it just like that.
Wow, wow.
Oh, I love the name Jesus. It is the sweetest name I know. Some people say I'm crazy, but yeah, I can't explain. Hey, the joy that I feel, yeah, when I call his name, yeah. Said it's just like power, shut up in my bones, yeah.
There's something about the Holy Ghost.
Pastor.
It just won't leave me alone. Something about that name.
Something about the name Jesus. Something about the name Jesus. It is the sweet.